I tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Well. Yeah. Episode 119. We in the building. You already know who it is. It's the host with the most, B Brezzy, aka Poppy Sazon.
Yes. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick Grayson. How y'all doing out there?
Yeah. You already know how this goes. Please follow us on all social media. This might not go well. If you need any branded deals, business opportunities, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. And if you are listening to this on Apple or Spotify, please rate us 5-star and leave a review, especially a positive one, because that helps out with the algorithms. Okay, episode 119, weekly check-ins. How you doing this week, brother?
I'm cooling. I definitely have been tired. Like I said, there's a lot of new things and new responsibilities and new roles coming out. So, heavy is he who wears the crown. So I'm definitely trying to, adapt to that. I've been able to kind of start resetting and, finding more energy to put in all my endeavors, whether it be this, my 9 to 5, my personal life, my relationships, etc. So definitely pushing that forward. And yeah, man, just been busy, dog. Like between work and then this and photography is like, things is just moving. So definitely trying to just, add a level of organization and like just doing things my way, not the way people necessarily want them done. So that's really just been a move. How about you? How you feeling?
Hey man, I kind of like that. You feel me? You can't complain when you want stuff on your plate, right? You feel me? You wouldn't want the plate to be empty.
I like sleep.
I'm doing okay. Memorial Weekend pass. Shout out to all my veterans. Remember any fallen soldiers out there. Shout out to you guys. I'm doing all right. I'm excited for this week. It was a short work week for me this week. Shout out to my home girl Charlene for graduating with her masters. You heard, boom, master gang. Welcome. But like I said, I'm just trying to get into flow of things. Just trying to maintain. You feel me? Honestly, that's where I'm at this point in this year. Maybe during the fall, I might have a resurgence of a different feeling. But for right now, I'm just trying to maintain, enjoy the vibes, surrounded by loved ones, and be grateful for what things that I have. Now, speaking of that as we talked in our last episode about the 30s and what is like being in the 30s, I came across this clip from Rory. He just dropped his debut album. I thought it would be different. And he was just talking about, I sent it on Twitter. He was just talking about what inspired him about this album. And I think, everybody loves when we do our little transparency moments. I think, let's give our take on after we play this video.
It's called I Thought It'd Be Different. Is the name of the actual project. You have a lot of arrogance, I feel like, in your 20s. You really think you can plan, God willing, the next 50 years of your life. And I don't know where that arrogance comes from. I don't know if it's maybe like a naive thing, but it hit me in like a really wild way coming out of my 20s. When I was making this album, I had lost pretty much everything I had worked for. Palooza was gone. With that, left a bunch of friends. A podcast I had built was now gone. That left with friends. It's like everything I had known since I was 20 was gone. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, some things can just end. It's great to get toxicity out of your life. It's great to move on from things. It's great to accomplish things and then leave them the fuck alone. But it never really addresses that hole that it may leave. Even though toxicity was there, it was something that was keeping you whole. And I feel like I used this album in that time kind of as like a way to fill that void, because all I had known for my 20s was just constantly filling voids of things that I thought brought me fulfillment. And I think it's really important to leave people in certain eras. I follow the meme pages too. But when you have to leave yourself...
I ain't gonna hold you. He was spitting. First of all, album to me, can go up there with top R&B album of the year, maybe even just top albums of the year. And I know it just came out. I gotta give it a few more listens, but it's off the first playthrough and just picking out my favorite tracks. It's already a great album. We don't have to do a deep dive. I would like to do a deep dive once Slick hears it a bit more. So maybe next episode we might do a deep dive. But overall, filling that void, that shit spoke volumes to me, especially because, you know, I know a little bit about his professional career a little bit and seeing what he'd been through in the public light with relationships, podcasts, and just starting a new business and even managing groups. And he is so right. There's like, I ain't gonna lie, you do try to fill that void in you. And I feel like now that I'm in my 30s, I feel like now I am starting to cement as a person. I'm starting to finally, I don't want to say lay the final brick, but I'm laying the foundational brick. I'm laying the last of the foundational brick. I know who I am. I know what I want. I know who I want around me. I know what I want to do. Like, I'm starting to really like be Brezzy. I'm literally becoming who I am. I feel like in your 20s is just a whole wild of just, you want to catch a vibe, but you want to think about the future. You always think something's going your way, but it's sort of like how we've been talking about. What was it? What we called it before when we just the hopelessness.
I told your ass.
Okay, I'm not giving you a whole credit about it. It's not all hopelessness, but it's sort of like that. It's kind of like you go with the flow. You can make plans, and you obviously know that you got to put effort into the plans, but you don't really control much in life. There's too much variables, and you only can control the controllables. And that's the only thing you really should be focused on. And I just think, I thought it would be different. It's such a great title, because if you look at your aspiration at 20, Slick, you thought this was how your life would play out if you really sat there and planned in your 20s?
That's a good question. I think yes and no. I think that I was like, he was spitting and as you were talking, I thought about in my life, in my now 30 years of living, I have notoriously and infamously always been going with the mission. So the mission was school, go to school. Mission was get to college, graduate college on time, get a city job, good benefits, do that. I've always moved to other people's blueprints. And I think that where I am today with opportunities and things of that nature has definitely been bred of that. But I also could say that at numerous times on this journey, I have definitely questioned my happiness and what am I feeling, trying to fill the voids that are left by me chasing happiness. Everybody knows I'm Pisces, dreamer, always, I always feel like things could be better. I see the things and I'm like, oh, this could be cool. But at the same point, I think I appreciate where I'm at now. Like, I thought it would be different because I was always following other people's plans, other people's ideals, right? And it's not a bad thing in a sense of like, it was stuff I also wanted to do, but it was more so like, since the plan was laid out, it was like I didn't really have to take risks, Yep, and now in my 30s, I'm okay with the risk. I'm becoming okay with the risk. I'm becoming okay with, I'm not trying to do that. I'm becoming okay with, yeah, that's cool, but, I'm becoming okay with, I want to do things for myself. And it's okay if that doesn't sync up with other people's visions. Or if I'm going to do something with other people's visions, I'm going to do it my way and not try to be like them, and impart my wisdom in my way and be helpful in my way and be myself and be okay with that. And that is scary because I feel like for so long, we always talk about social media and the impact it's having on the kids, but think about us, stuff that we thought was, how we always talk about the Alkaline, like that, eat the boy like yours. Niggas wasn't openly talking about that. That's just a microcosm of things that have become okay, what we should strive for, what we should be, right? Based on what other people are telling us. So I thought it'd be different going into 30. I'm pursuing my happiness and I only care about what that looks like to me. And I'm starting to only care about what that looks like to me. and I'm not necessarily, worried because, like we said, being hopeless, the idea of hopeless, shit is gonna happen, whether you want it to or not. And the realest shit, I've saw this week was somebody basically tweeted and said, "Hey, if you worry so much about what bad things can happen, you're not going to live. You're going to be in a constant state of just towing that line until that bad thing happens. Whereas if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You move forward and do what you got to do." So that's kind of where I've been at.
I agree. And what you said about what makes you happy, so I think selfishness get a bad rep or a bad narrative. And I know everybody says it's good to be selfish in your 20s. It's good to be selfish
when you're ready, when you can handle it.
Yeah, and just throughout any stage of life, as long as it's healthy, it's all about balance. But to be honest with you, as cliche as it sounds, literally, bro, everything about life is balance. Find balance in relationships, find balance in your career, in your passion, find balanceness in you. And it's okay to have a healthy dose of selfishness. At the end of the day, you have to make yourself happy. And I think sometimes we also sacrifice a lot of our self-happiness to make other people's happy. We love to pour into other people, but forget to pour in ourselves. Yeah. Oh, shit, I'm dropping. Oh, shit. Come on.
I'll even one-up you. We think we're doing everything right, and when things go wrong, we have no idea where the fuck to go next. You do everything they told you to do, but you still ain't where you want to be. You still struggling, you still hurting, right? So you get in those pockets, and it's like, hey, if you can just accept things for what they are, you identify what's toxic, identify what's positive and productive, you strive for that balance, you'll be okay.
So all my young listeners over here, just all my listeners over here, don't be afraid to take that step, control the controllables, and just know everything would be okay as long as you stick 100% behind your decisions, and you'll make a way out. All right. Time to get into the show. Hope y'all like this transparent. What's the alcohol today, Slick?
I think it's a whiskey ginger. I don't know. I'm going to just drink every episode. I might have to refill this shit, too. That shit was all right.
All right. Do you want to go to the sad news or?
Go ahead. You put me onto this, so go ahead.
Oh, yeah. So, on Twitter right now, there's been a cry. No, there's been a cry for justice. So, a South Carolina convenience store owner has been charged with murder after allegedly chasing a 14-year-old and shooting him in the back after suspecting the boy of shoplifting. Now, the police has done an investigation and said they don't have no evidence of shoplifting. And it just sparks a huge outrage amongst the Black community because, once again, we have a young teen dying off of just from racism. Is basically from a systematic system that is oppressing folks with this idea and it plague other folks. And it's just so crazy to me. So I just also want to just start off by saying my condolences to the family of Cyrus Carmack Belton, 14 years old. You barely got to live. And I apologize that you had to go this way, especially of buying a beverage. And it sparks a lot of debate about, Black folks need to, it's how we as Black folks always give our helping hand to other folks, and other folks don't really give their helping hand to us. They take from us, but they don't really, it's like they're Black when it's beneficial, and when it's not, they're not with us, even in our hoods. Just we had this, I don't want to play that Charleston White because, even though he said something profound in that clip, but I don't really support the whole narrative of Charleston White, especially all his action. But just the overall thought of just race relations and just the racism in this country. What's your thoughts, Slick?
I mean, America is built off racist practices and ideology. So I think it just comes down to the fact of, like, if you talk about human to human, like, there's a different level of justice for different people. And when you think about that, right, the system is catered to protecting certain groups and disenfranchising other groups. Unfortunately, when you think about picking a side and you think about, like, say, life is a race, the black group is always at the end. They're at the last place, their starting point, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if he was stealing a fucking dinner plate, like, to shoot him in the back. That was acceptable as an adult. I don't give a fuck about cultural differences. Just as an adult, he's stealing a beverage. You shoot him in the back. What fucking year are we living in? Right? And you think about race relations, we talked about it many times. Like, some groups are more protected than others, and there's that level of unity. So it always comes back. Excuse me. It always comes back. Well, why aren't there black laws like there are Asian laws, Jewish laws, et cetera, et cetera? That comes down to the unity of people, right? But historically, we've seen the disenfranchisement and the breakdown of the black community from the different races, different islands, different locations, geographics, things of that nature, all the way down to, skin tone to the point, like, it's like, all right.
Even location, like, this depending on what we separate ourselves by, what neighborhoods we're from.
Absolutely.
People go by
your area code, your block. You feel me? That don't happen nowhere else. And unfortunately, society sees it as, oh, it's just a black issue. We don't care. Because in their eyes, we're never going to get right. But it's even more disgusting because, again, we're talking about children. How many children have been killed in the last 7-8 years due to senseless acts that could have been prevented? But a simple question. Sometimes you just take that L. But because of the lack of value of black lives, I can shoot you in the back. I could kill you over some Skittles. I could choke you out. I could kill you for selling illegal cigarettes, right? These are crimes that you don't hear about in other groups. And when it happens to black people, even if it does happen to other groups, it's plastered all over the news to see, like, hey, it's not a call to action.
With justice.
It's a legit keep y'all niggas in line. And that's the sad part, right? To the Asian community, like, again, and I'm like, this is not with vitriol or anything like that, but it's like, how can you come into our neighborhoods in some instances? You're setting up yourself for your life, and I get it. Sometimes you're working hard, you're having a bad day. You're in neighborhoods with people who are also could be having bad days, who are impoverished, right? Who don't have the resources, right? Yo, lock the stuff up, put it behind, get the CVS thing if you can, where you gotta come and open up stuff for them or something like that, right?
Yeah.
But like the murder or like the blatant racism, like. And it's not all. That's another point. It's not all Asians or whites or Latinos or anybody. It's like, these are all individual incidents, but it speaks to a larger problem of the race relations in our country. And it's sad. So we do send condolences, to the young man that was killed at the age of 14. But it should be a wake-up call, at least. If they're not going to change laws, just understand that these are human beings. And especially when you're dealing with children, you would want that courtesy and grace given to your kids, regardless of what neighborhood or race they were around. So why wouldn't you give that to, a young black man or girl?
Yep. And just because slavery ended in 1865 doesn't mean that we're still not in chain. It's just the chain is different and is invisible. Literally, the civil rights movement was 60 years ago, not too far off. And it was still... You can still look throughout history of actions that have plagued the community to this day. The industrial prison complex is only about 30 years old. So and I'm just only saying that for people that be thinking, oh, yeah, it's not as bad. Yes, it is. It's probably not on surface as it was before, but it's definitely on the surface, and we definitely need to change on that. All right. After this one topic, then we'll get to some more lighthearted news. But I had to talk about this Travis Rudolph case, man. This stuff is just, bro, I saw this. This shit is crazy. So Travis Rudolph, a former Florida State University player, also an NFL player, has been charged with murder and 3 counts of attempted murder in connection with a fatal shooting outside his Lake Park home 2 years ago. Apparently, he got into a dispute with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend informed her brother to come shoot his shit up. So 4 men appeared on Rudolph's doorstep after midnight to confront him about the dispute with his girlfriend. and they started fighting Travis Rudolph's brother and everything. So Travis Rudolph brought out an AR gun he started shooting and they started fighting, and unfortunately, one of the bullets killed one of the four members. Now the trial has begun, and this has social media on hot. What's your thoughts on the whole case?
There's a lot of layers to it. Because I was like, well, if they came on his property, doesn't he have the right to? His was what, Florida?
Yeah, stand your grounds. But the problem is
they left.
He chased. Yeah, he left in the car, and they chased after him, and he was still shooting.
See, that's the tough part, because it's like off lower grounds. You would feel like, all right, you caught up in the moment. Someone threatened they're gonna kill you. But
let's just say those four men. One of the four men had a gun. Not all of them, but one of them had a handgun on them.
All right, so understandably, that's still dark. I think it was over the young lady that said that, like she said, he beat her. That didn't happen, right? Was that confirmed?
Yep.
So it's a false allegation. I think you got to be careful what you say, because people go from 0 to 100 real quick. Especially you talk about guns and all those type of play situations. So that's the first thing. Like, you got to be accountable. Like, I don't care what kind of argument we have. Don't tell your brothers come beat me up if I didn't put my hands on you. Like, don't try to flex that. I think that was something I did see a lot of people like, Shorty's not taking accountability for her role in this, because at the end of the day, somebody's dead, another man's career is over. Right? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It's a really, really terrible situation. It's just like, why? Why do we have to go this far? Like, don't come on my property talking hot shit. Like, also understand it's hard to say understand the law when you're angry, because right now when you see red, it's on sight. I just really, really hope that they get to some kind of resolution, because like, I feel for Mr. Rudolph. Like, how the fuck you gonna come on my property talking crazy, pull up with Thule and everything, talking all this hot shit, and then,
but the thing about it is so crazy. If there wasn't the door cam that caught the woman actually physically punching him in the face,
was it because he wanted?
It could have.
Was it because he wanted to break up with her? Well, like, why she said that he hit her, right? But what?
Yeah, he said, but there's an actual door cam of her striking him first, and her being restrained by him and his brother. So it doesn't show that Travis Rudolph was the aggressor at all. And then they try to delete the message. And mind you, Slick, look at this overall. Shorty is still married.
Oh damn! So she was out here cheating.
Yes, she was still married, but she was upset. Guess what? She was upset at him because she thought that he. You see how that crazy that sounds?
Wow.
You thought homie was cheating on you, but you're still married, and you just caused this, and you tell him to come shoot this shit up. Now you have a death on your hands, and it is getting at this girl, because it's kind of like she's in this case right now. She took the stand, and it looks like one of her brother's friends passed away due to her and her being in her emotions. This shit crazy. Because, bro, I ain't gonna lie. We gonna be transparent again. Me and you both come from neighborhoods that have, some violence in it. There's been plenty of times I hear wars have started because a woman felt disrespected or so. Now, granted, if you see a woman getting hurt out here, or a man beating her up or physically abusing her, you have actual, you see it, then step in and protect that woman. But ladies, don't let your emotions cause lasting effects. This is prime example of letting your emotions put you in a bigger situation than it need to be. Even if he cheated on your mama, let him rock. Just move away. Move yourself from that situation. There's no reason why you need to get your lick back in a way that caused harm. Because now look what happened. You did something. Now look, not only someone else, not only that, but someone lost their life. But also now this leads into a man's fighting for his life now. All for something that could have been prevented. So please, everyone, if you ever deal in a hostile situation, think first. Really, really understand the consequences or the repercussion of your actions before you take it, because it can have long lasting, and you will have to answer to someone. All right. Oh, this been a tough first half of the show over here, Slick.
You planned it. Should have known.
You know, now it's time for me to get in my bag, Slick. You know, you gotta bring the lightheartedness. NBA playoffs. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought the Celtics was about to do the
Thinkable.
I thought they was gonna come back, bro. But how the hell you did great the last 3 games?
Well, they shouldn't have
First of all, that game 6, how you let a nigga with a handline all the way in the back catch that game winner though? Fuck out of here, Miami Heats. But then game 7, yo, Jaylen Brown, son, niggas was trying to pass you the torch. I ain't gonna lie, Jaylen Brown, you had the chance to finally eclipse Jason Tatum because there's been talks, but you always kind of teetered the line. You finally had the opportunity to put yourself above Jason Tatum, and your ass was turning that shit over like a turnover at a bakery shop, nigga. Oh my God. What's your thoughts, Leigh?
That nigga could not dribble to save his life. I was like, oh, you just lost yourself $20 million. You still gonna get 280, but that 300? No, fuck that.
See, that Bronies Burgo coochie got him.
Yeah, he might not have gotten none that day. He was wilding. He was fumbling all types of bags. But nah, shout out to the Miami Heat and the Denver Nuggets making the finals. Again, maybe not what we all wanted. We didn't get the star power. You know, we was pro Bron over here, but you know, Jokic looked like he about to get a ring. If he could pull it off, though, I'll be like, this might be one of the best championships ever in terms of like an 8 seed.
Bam, show the fuck up, Bam.
Bam is not that guy. You know what it is? When you think about the bubble, right? When he was averaging like 30, Bam, there are players that when it's pickup and it seemed like even though it's like regulation pressure, but it's like you're playing in an empty gym, they look like gods. And then when you have to deal with the fan and the noise, like he's not that. And it's like, you could go through people's chests. It was 6'8" center versus 6'8" center at points. But he didn't have it. He wants to shoot those jump shots. And that's like, it's not a high percentage shot for him. There wasn't no jump hook. There was no drop steps.
I just wanted to play defense. Hey, as long as you can stop Jokic to 30 points, bro.
That's crazy to say. I'm going to hold you to 30. But he probably going to have 15 rebounds and 12 assists. So it's like, what did you do? What did you really do? I know,
but okay, 25. Just hold him to 25 and hold him under a triple double. G. That's the only thing. I don't need you to score. Let the DJ Khaled nigga and, and Jimmy Butler go off, please.
Nah, bro. I think it's a lot. I got Denver in 6. I think Miami's gonna sneak one. They might get themselves. They should get 1. They might get 2. Because remember, this is also a beef game. They don't know how to close out.
But so that's my problem with it.
They got beef, though. Remember last year when Markieff Morris pushed Jokic and then Jokic hit him and that nigga was out for the rest of the season. So they're going to be headhunting in a couple of games.
They ain't no beef. I ain't gonna lie. Morris was in the wrong in that. That nigga did all that shit.
You can't tell hood niggas that niggas is wrong. Remember, they got the picture of them waiting outside the locker room where they were just like, all right, what up, my nigga? What's good? You feel me? So...
Nah, that shit was so trash. I'm like, nigga, how the fuck you sit here go injure my nigga and then be upset that he went and go return the shit back to you, my nigga?
I don't know, niggas be pussy, but it's all right. Man. I'm going Denver in 6. But if Miami was to pull it out, I wouldn't be surprised.
Now, this is out. There's a lot of trade rumor. Do you think Fred VanVleet is a good replacement for James Harden? Because James Harden don't want to be in Philly no more.
He don't want to go to Toronto neither. So unless they doing that with Toronto getting a trade exception, it ain't happening. That nigga going right to Houston. Because that thing about his contract, he can't get more than $200 million from any team. The more, I think the Sixers can only give him $210. Every other team give him $202. So it's like it's $8 million. So it's really, where do you want to live? I don't think he's built for East Coast weather. He don't like that. He's a California kid. He played in Arizona. His 2 years in the East, he was miserable. Or 3 years.
That nigga is not winning a championship. I ain't gonna hold you. If he go back to Houston, we all know what that is. He want to go to the strip club, which I don't blame him.
He's a god in
Houston girls.
He's a god, and there's no state income tax. He's gonna be stacking up coins, and it's like you got
that team ain't going nowhere no time soon.
Yeah, but it's like they also don't have to pay anybody $200 million no time soon. So it's like all right, we can help each other. You come back, you put butts in the seat. They got the number 3 pick from last year, the number 2 pick from the year before. Sengun looks like a good player. Terry Easton looks like a good player. They got money to go get somebody else.
You mean Ronaldo Sengun?
Alperen Sengun.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Ronaldo Sengun.
Nah. So they got some good young pieces that could pan out offensively. At least they could have a high-powered offense, and that's all you need in the NBA to sneak into the playoffs. And maybe Jalen Green turns.
Not in the West, though. If they was in the East, maybe.
But think about it. OKC's going to get better. A couple of teams might get worse. But you get a high-powered offense with a guy that can give you 20 and 10, and then you got a shooting guard that, by all accounts, with Ime Udoka as his coach and James Harden taking away attention, that could be a 25. He could be baby Zach LaVine. He could be Zach LaVine, which is by himself is 27 points a game. You got Jabari Smith, who defensively was great last year, and then he figures out his offensive game as a stretch four, high-volume stretch four. That's a good problem to have. Those young guys pick up. My Harden is on the decline before they need to get their money. And they got a top 4 pick this year. They get one of the Thompson boys, a Cam Whitmore, to fit into that 3 spot. That's another offensive focal point. They'd be all right. I'm not saying they go to the playoffs or anything, Mike, but it can make sense. So I think I just read Van Fleet might go to the Lakers for D'Lo. That's what I just read. The D'Lo was ass.
I feel so. The thing about it is D'Lo. He was just bad in that series. He was overall good once he came over. Though
he'd have 1 or 2 good games in a series. So if they playing 6 games every series, that means for 66% of those games he was ass. So no, he's a good regular season guy because somebody has to take shots. In the regular season, some nights people show up, some nights people don't. But when basketball matters, he's not great.
All right. Okay. Now on to music though. I just sent a snippet to your Twitter over here. If you're familiar with the bingo card for this podcast, I just show hate to Kendrick Lamar, and he just released a new track with his cousin. You feel me? But social media, the Drake Ventures, which I'm part of, was not letting him go off. That new Hillbilly song is a bite off of Sticky, and I'm glad social media is on him. He biting off the GOAT, Drake. Fuck out of here, Kendrick Lamar. You thought you was low. You thought you and your bum ass cousin over there thought y'all was gonna do this over here. Snick, you could play a little snippet of the Hillbillies.
Let me see. They might have took it down. They're not fucking with it.
Really? I just sent it.
They ain't fucking with you, G. They said, fuck that. You talking shit. You can't play our shit.
In the PlayStation and I ain't worried about her. It's 1,000 hers out waiting. Yo, Eric, bring them girls to the stage, cause
biting the flow. They just put a side by side, biting my niggas flow out here, Kendrick. You already know who top 2 and not 2, nigga. The boy, the chosen one. Mr. Do Right and Kill Everything. Champagne Poppy himself. Stop biting, nigga. You riding a nigga's dick. Okay, anywho. Now, on to the mugshot of the year. Leigh got arrested for DUI. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. That girl is fine as hell. Even through her mugshot, my G.
She better be found in a prison sentence. She dead dragged that nigga for a whole block, bro.
Hey, you know how, what's that nigga, Jordan Meeks?
Mm-hmm.
What's that nigga that had all the girls going crazy?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Light-skinned nigga.
Leigh, you can get this bail money out of me, girl. hey, I'll bail you out. You want money in your books? You want some commissary, baby? I'm gonna send you some mail. Niggas in the joint, take like girls to send them pictures. So Leigh, I'm gonna send you some pictures of me, baby, so you can post it up. So when you in that cell, you need to think about somebody. You feel me? So she got arrested in Miami. She was drunk around 2 a.m. So she allegedly hit a nigga on a moped and apparently was dragging the moped. Oh, no. So she was in a car. She was in a gray Mercedes-Benz, and she hit a nigga that was on a moped. So she was in a car. Oh, no. She going to jail.
Yeah, she going to jail. That nigga he has spinal fractures. It's over. She's going.
Oh, I thought she was on a moped this whole time, so that's why they wasn't taking it serious. Oh, no. My baby girl might be in jail for real.
She got charged with 3 felonies, dog. It's over.
Oh, and she was just starting to come back. She just came back with a new track. I like the little EP. Oh, no. I thought she was on a moped. I thought she hit a nigga when she was driving a moped. I was like, oh, it's South Beach. Niggas be drunk on a moped all the time. But no, she was in a Benz. Oh, no, my baby girl. Yo, free Leigh.
Oh, man. She going to jail, bro. It's over. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Thank you. Come again. It's over.
Oh, man. Now, Slick, on Twitter now, you know how Twitter be making niggas feel old, though, but This one was a good reminiscent. They was talking about 2004 songs that was going crazy. Slick, you know, we was in junior high school around that time, right? Slick.
Nigga, was I? 2000, yeah, 2005, 6, 7. I might have been. I think I was in like 5th grade.
All right, but what was some of the tracks back then that was like,
Soulja Boy, anything you can get off LimeWire. Anything you can get off LimeWire.
Soulja Boy wasn't there at that time. Soulja Boy came around 2006 with What Happened Then.
Nigga, that's 2 years after.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
But Nelly Grills, I ain't gonna lie. Nelly Grills was one of the songs I had to load by lyric because I saw all the girls were singing it. It's bad for me that, you know, I had to get them lyrics down pat for that. You feel me?
Nah, nigga, you wild. You a wild boy. I'm trying to think. I remember back in those days. That's when you go to the store, get the $1 mix CDs. And that's how you thought about music. You couldn't even download proper music at that time unless you had LimeWire.
That's when Bacon, Egg, and Cheese was $2 now.
I'm about to say you get a Hero for $3.
Now look at some of these tracks. You had Jaquan Tipsy. Nigga, what? 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Shorty act like she on tour. My nigga, it had Lean Back, my G. If you was in New York City in 2004, you don't have to be outside as an old nigga. Just outside in general in the streets, my nigga. Lean Back was. So my niggas don't dance. We just pull up our pants and do the rock away. What? Now Lean Back. Oh, actually, shout out to Ciara. I forgot Ciara been in this game. Damn, next year will be Ciara's 20th year. So she came out with Goodies. Remember Goodies? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Ciara has one of the best.
Remember niggas thought she was a man?
Yo, bro.
Internet.
But her first album, she had one of the, if we want to talk about debuts for artists, Ciara's up there. She had one of the best debuts ever. She had one of the best rollouts as an artist. Yo, you had Kelly Clarkson. Oh, Kanye West, All Falls Down. Come on now, G. That was 2004.
I remember that.
You had Hotel Cassidy.
Girl, you wanna come to my hotel? That's
Bro.
why.
This video, Dip It Low by Christina Milian. This is when she shelled out of that innocent girl act and started showing up the sexiness. I ain't gonna lie, Dip It Low was one of them ones.
2004 was definitely a good time for some music.
Yo, I'm looking at some of this shit right now, bro. This shit brings back so much memory. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to my white folks. We had Ashley Smith, Piece of Me. Now that's one of the shits. Black people, I ain't gonna lie. We gotta do a list, maybe on Patreon or maybe whatever in the future. We gotta do songs that are acceptable at the Black Cookout. We're not inviting white people to the cookout. We're just inviting their songs. Piece of Me by Ashley Smith. No, Ashley Simpson.
I remember that record.
Is one of those ones. Huh?
When Kelly Clarkson had a hell of a run at that time too, didn't she?
Oh yeah. Since you've been gone.
That might have been like 05. Let's find out. But those is my shits. Here's the thing. Started
and then Lord Banks, you come on now. You from Queens, my nigga. This is your time to shine. This is when Queens niggas was on top. G Unit. You had niggas had the G Unit sneakers. Yo, if niggas used to get the tank tops out here.
I still have it.
Talk your shit for Queens. Queens.
I definitely still have the tank top and the jersey. I have all of that shit. I wore it to Rome's birthday party.
And then you had Usher. Yeah,
Confessions.
I think that's when Confessions.
Confessions came out in 2004. I know because I had it. I bought Confessions like 4 times. I bought the iTunes version. I bought the regular version. I bought the special edition.
Yo, for all my real niggas, Juvenile slow motion for me. Slow mo.
I like it like that. She ain't working that Mac. I don't know how to act slow motion.
Bring back 2004. I forgot 2004 had some shit in it, bro. Yo, you had Nickelback. Oh, Nickelback. Even Little Flip, Sunshine was popping back then, bro.
I remember back we can go on 106 in Park because radio only played the shit that was regional, so you could find all the shit that was popping around the country. Good times. Good time.
Yo, what happened to Baby Bash? You remember Baby Bash at that time for like 2 years? He had
that nigga
a run.
He had a cyclone. I remember that shit. Those runs. Frankie J, Obsession, No S. Amor.
Son. And then that's when Beyonce started coming out.
Which one was that?
That's when she started her legendary run. Nah, 2004 was really that shit out here, bro. You young niggas, I ain't gonna lie, I'm sorry I'm that old, but I don't care. You young niggas wasn't outside for New York at that time, my nigga. Even as a young kid, my nigga, that's when niggas was really earning their stripe as a young nigga. You feel me? Now y'all niggas just stay indoors all day. But yo, Maroon 5, This Love, that's a lot of song that belongs to the Black Cookout. I ain't gonna hold you. I fuck with This Love. And then I'm gonna just do one. Oh, Pretty Pablo, Freaka League. Even though Pretty Pablo it's Slow Jams. She said she wants some Marvin Gaye, Salute the Vandross, a little Amina, and Devin's at this party, all right. I ain't gonna hold you, yo. If you have time today, go check out some 2004 songs. We might make a little playlist for it, maybe, possibly. I ain't gonna lie, 2004 was lit. You ready for the song of the week? Speaking of music,
Let's do it.
All right. If you are listening to this on YouTube, please exit and go to one of your favorite streaming platforms, whether that is Stitcher, Pandora, Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, you name it, we are on there. And go listen to hear our song of the week. Or you can go to Apple Music Playlist or our Spotify Music Playlist and listen to our previous songs of the week. Hey, that was Rory featuring Conway the Machine and Halibut Brown. See how this thing goes. Off the new album, I thought it would be different. Go stream that. Shout out to Rory, though, and shout out to the new Rory podcast. And also, a lot of shout out to Rory. Congratulations on your daughter, my guy. You know, shout out to you, though. Always good to congratulate a new father. But you go listen to our list of Song of the Week on our Apple Music playlist or our Spotify Music playlist. But that's not what you're here for. You're here for the people's choice, the people's favorite, Slick. Drop it.
I can be toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
And it's fun indeed. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Toxic Service announcement. Hey, no special guest this week, but here at the TSA, this is a safe space to be toxic and let your mind wander. Now, this week, I don't really have it's different topics or maybe different couples, but it surrounds just new relationships. Slick. Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on the Carisha video that she did about spending Diddy's money?
She put a video about that?
You saw that video when she was in the store purchasing a lot of stuff, and then Diddy just looked like, God damn, this girl costs a lot.
She a bad.
And it had all the Twitter baddies. Yes, bitch.
Because the internet loves to see a man have to spend his money. They love to see it. There's nothing wrong with that. If you got it, that's how you going to afford it. Keep it up. They know what they got going on. We don't have no understanding about what happens behind closed doors. But their social outlook, she came up big. She getting the gifts, the trips. She on all his songs. Every song has come out from this nigga is a Carisha remix or a Carisha.
The Act Bad. She just released the song with City Girls and Fabulous.
Yeah, Act Bad, which is the video makes the song a lot better, but the song ain't that great. But it's just ass twerking and just JT. Shout out to JT. She's looking like a snack in that video, but. Yeah, I mean, she doing what she's supposed to do in that case. Like, she don't got no public mans. She got a baby father. She out here with Diddy. Diddy, if he like her like that, he need to do with her too. So we can't really be mad at it. It's just the way the game goes. You gonna see, like, if you got bread and you spending bread, they gonna hype you up on it. Especially if you putting bread on a woman, they gonna hype it up.
Oh, bro, I don't know if I want to be toxic. I've been doing a nice rebrand.
You made the schedule for today, so have fun.
I know, but I did a nice rebrand. Especially last week, I got a little credit for how and also I've been giving out the game these past few weeks. My only problem, and this is my general theme for the next couple of topics, is stop idolizing these relationships, and also keep your relationship business off the damn internet. Because this is the same girl talking about she don't want to play second fiddle. I'm single. I don't want to get married. I don't want a man. Doing all of this. But, Slick, it shows you women will put up with anything as long as
money's involved.
Come on now. We ready? Slick, come on now. I know your energy a little low. Are you ready to pod right now, Slick?
I don't care about this, but sure, let's go.
For Slick, this nigga has had multiple girls.
Money.
Had a whole baby on her.
Why are we talking like we don't know what this does?
But hold on, Slick. I mean, I have to go down the list of the audacity. Nigga was on a yacht with Bow Wow's future baby mama, kissing and all that, had a nice young tenderoni. Shout out to Jade Ramey, she bad as shit, but had all of this. So you telling me all this empowerment shit? Oh, we have high standards. So you telling me as long as I have the me monies,
Yes.
Slick.
Yes. Why are we
This Slick, it's lit. I'm yo, all my niggas who know how to turn 5,000 to 10,000.
500,000.
Tap in with me right now.
All right, or the real shit. You want me to pod? I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Go
Money
ahead.
allows you to do shit that you can't do when you broke. Think about it. Hypothetical situation. You go out. No matter what you got at home, you go out. You got a little extra money in your pocket. You buy a shorty a drink that is fucking with you. Like, she already like, okay, he cute. I'm hissing on what he got to say. Not on some stud shit, but you buy her a drink. Don't that conversation get a little bit more fun? A little bit more funky? Don't it? So think about that and extrapolate that 100 times. So instead of buying you drinks, I'm buying you a bag. I'm taking you shopping with like $1,000 or my credit card. Like, go get what you want type shit. And I'm not barking at it. Ooh, think about women want to be provided for. We know provisions. They want it. And now you said it yourself that we've had this idea about the old model doesn't work. Because in the new model, they got to work, and then some women are still expected to take care of the house, right? So, of course, they might look out, oh, this nigga over here, my nigga not doing shit. But this nigga outside, he don't even got to see me that much. I got to text him, maybe send him a titty pic. He can buy me a bag. You feel me? So, money is the equalizer. I'm not saying it's right, because it's like at a point, it's like, all right, I just want the money. I don't give a fuck about love.
Wait, so is that even an equalizer? Because now, shout out to Puff. This is no disrespect, Puff. This is just what's the word on the street and the rumors about.
They playing little boy butts.
Yeah, this nigga's been called suspect. Niggas talking about you haven't really partied with me. Niggas have been saying random stuff about his sexuality, but she's sticking beside him, man. She even got a DJ Academics for even calling him a body boy. So you telling me the money is that great equalizer that this nigga could potentially have rumors.
You're not going to speak down on her. You're not going to spend the bag because she's eating good. Think about what he's done for her career. Before
this makes so much sense to me, Slick. This makes so much sense.
It does. It should make sense because think about what was the narrative before her and Diddy started really kicking it. It was like, okay, she and the City Girls, they successful, but one day they're gonna break up and JT gonna be a star. And what's Carisha gonna be doing? You could argue that Carisha has leveled the playing field, if not ascended. JT's in her relationship with Diddy. They drop City Girl music. She jumped on some remixes. Carisha got a show. She's in every daily.
You mean JT is in a relationship with Uzi?
Yeah, sorry, you know what I mean. But Carisha got a show. She's on every remix that Diddy can get his hands on. She in it. She got her show popping every time she get guests that she don't do no interviews. And they be wild. She done had all the rap girls talking about whether they spit or swallow. Like, what's up? She got the game coming out.
She was just over here throwing it at Summer Walker too. I ain't gonna hold you.
About to say. So yes, she's come up. And the thing about it is, it doesn't matter what the opinion is. A woman will let another nigga buy her a bag and be with her nigga right outside like nothing happened. And we keep it that. He's throwing the bread. She's living luxurious. So there's nothing wrong. And again, she ain't just getting back. This bitch got everything. She won. And if she want to settle down, will she be like, all right, Diddy, we had a good run? She'll be like, I'm single again. Then she probably will. But it's okay.
Okay, now I know Carisha could settle down, but that's more due to her reputation and probably niggas just want to obtain her because she's up there. But
that's
now what do you say about girls that's not on Carisha's level? Participate in that activity.
But niggas is always going to want what they seen they can't have. Like you see the girl getting out the nice car, the girl that's maintained, upkept, but still outside doing whatever the fuck she want. Niggas always want that. It's like, I just want to say I had it. And we talked about this last week in the subtle. It's like a lot of niggas just want to fuck. They don't want you forever. There's a couple niggas that want you forever that you might not really want. You know, they probably best for you, but you want like you said, they want the toxic.
They're definitely a minority.
Yeah. You know, a lot of niggas, I give you the world to give me them booty cheeks. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm good. I just wasn't that special. That's fucked up to say, but all niggas have been there. Like, I hit it. I'm good. We still kick it. But all that lovey-dovey, good morning text, good night text, FaceTimes in between work shit, lunch breaks, that shit go out the window once you clip. And this is real.
If I don't talk dark. To you, why we having this conversation? Send you a bag.
Yeah. All right, you not fuck with me? What you want? You want lunch? You want Roof Chris for lunch? I'm gonna have somebody drop it off for you. You feel me? It's a different game. It's a different ball game.
So what you're trying to tell me is I could purchase love.
Yes, the same way you can purchase pussy on a trip, you can purchase love.
And love is sort of transactional.
I'm lying. You can't purchase love, but you can fake it till you hopefully make it.
I could purchase fake love. Let's say fake love.
Yes, fake love. You could purchase fake love. You could purchase outside love. Y'all could be outside. Everyone think everything golden.
But this be my problem. It's like you make so much sense and it's so logical, Slick. But why do certain women, I use certain women loudly because not all women think this way. I'm talking about the women that be talking loud on social media, especially on Twitter.
But social media not real.
Why do y'all be acting like y'all don't be doing this stuff and then talk down about guys? Look what y'all go for. We have seen this through time and time. Even maybe not on a scale of Carisha and Diddy, but even in your local neighborhoods. You've seen the drug dealer done that girl dirty, got her a little bag, and she was back on it again.
Yeah.
We see this.
But it's also like, it becomes like a new normal. Are you going to, like, when you build a routine, right? How hard is it to break that routine after you've been accustomed to it for so long? Think about that. And not only is this a routine, like, and for us, a routine could be like just going to the gym type shit. Like, you feel great after that hour workout that you might be in pain for, but you feel like, so imagine that routine is like every week you're getting some nice expensive shit that you don't have to pay for. So your regular duties, you still could take care of all your stuff and you still live in lavish. You get a trip every couple months. You know, you get flown out, you get nice gifts.
I think that's no problem. I just think when you do decide to settle down, I think that's when guys have a lot of problems. It's like when you come settle down to a nigga, like, okay, now you're looking for love and this, that, and that. And it's like, hold on, mama, you just spent all this stuff here, and now a nigga's supposed to kind of
like, I'm not that nigga to do that. Like, I don't have that. Whatever he was doing, I can't do that. Or if I do that, this is a whole different relationship.
Or you hold me to the same standard, or you don't respect me if I can't do that. But I'm just like, yes, I can't do that, but I can love you for who you really are, not just
nobody want to hear that. Nobody want to hear that shit.
Okay, so this is not great. Now you brought to my main point of this. Hot take. This might not go well. Guys really date for love. Women don't. That's my hot take. I'm not going to expand on it.
I'll let you have that one. You right. You right. A nigga got to.
Guys really date for love.
A nigga got to
putting that out there now. I'm saving this when we have a lot of female. I think we do have someone scheduled next week. We have a lot of female scheduled this week, and I'm gonna put that on the docket. Men really date for love. Women, hey, I don't know what y'all date for. I'm gonna leave that as a question mark and let the woman who comes on this podcast expand on it.
That's fine.
Now.
You leave that door open. That's fine.
Now, granted, I can't really shit on this per se, this new relationship potentially, because they haven't really done nothing, and this was caught in paparazzi act.
They called the paparazzi, bro.
What happened?
They called the paparazzi. You don't just pull up on somebody pool deck like that, like, oh shit, that's YG and Sweetie. You don't do that shit.
But it's YG. You know, I think YG is a real nigga. You feel me? So I'm gonna give him a little credit. So YG and Sweetie, I ain't gonna lie, was pictured in the pool, and one of those pictures looked like Shorty was tugging on it.
Oh yeah, nah, she was salt peppering my boy. It looked like you saw that nigga had that Avant meme. That nigga had the Avant face on, like, oh my god.
Now, granted, I know Sweetie be doing these niggas out here. She had
little baby spending money.
A little baby spent a bag on her.
Quavo, apparently maybe Offset or one of them.
I just want to give her a fair warning. I better not hear a peep about this relationship. I better not hear niggas ain't shit. I better not hear niggas cheated. I better not hear nothing. This is when accountability. No offense, YG. I fuck with your music. I just used you for the Drinko de Mayo episode. I fuck with your music heavy. But your track history on relationships. How you turn my girl Kehlani gay. You're the last nigga to fuck my baby.
That's why you mad. Because she took you.
I'm mad. I'm mad, nigga. My girl is in fitness now, so her body is bodying now. But that's off. She on her Janelle Monáe shit.
Yeah, Endo B.O. out here scissoring and you mad. That's what you mad about this nigga for. He said it.
And my girl plump. My girl's plump too.
Can we talk about how wild, like, the diss tracks these niggas have dropped against each other, and it's so subtle. Or his is subtle. She be wilding that nigga out. Because Toxic, I was like, this is definitely about Kehlani. He's like, I told you.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn.
So for you to turn my baby girl full, let's be honest, because you was cheating on her.
What?
Now you gonna have Sweetie now, nigga? I'm hating.
That's not.
I got hate in my blood.
That nigga said I'm not leaving my baby mother, so I'm very confused. What's happening? I'm very like keeping it straight up. I'm not leaving my baby moms.
And look what happened. As soon as those pictures came out, Slick, the baby mama is already on Instagram subtweeting.
Damn.
That's why I said, sweetie, she talked a little bit. She holds it down, so I'm gonna give her a little credit. But she did talk a little shit about Quavo. Sweetie, shut it up. I better not hear no relationship goals about this one. I better not hear niggas ain't shit, because this nigga track history speaks for himself, and I'm hating on this nigga right now.
Why'd you get Pisces? Once he got it was over. Why'd you post like, you're not gonna talk to me for real? As he hit it with that, it was over. She's like, oh my God.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. We gotta do a list of niggas whose jerseys in the rafters. He's up there with Nick Cannon, with some of the stuff on his list. He's up there with Nick Cannon.
He got high tier work. He definitely has high tier work. That's impressive.
He got she full lesbian, bro.
You really hurt. I know. I told you. That's why she couldn't be in my top my kill fuck Mary, because I was like, she changed her mind too much for me. I'll be upset.
Yeah. The only thing that makes this feel better is that Jason Tatum lost. Fuck out of here. But LMA is nursing him back to health too. So goddamn.
All your women is outside. This
is why I'm toxic over here.
That's why I stick to the older ones. See, Sanaa Lathan ain't embarrassed me yet.
Well, she ain't getting married, and she shaved her head, and she was fucking with French Montana, a nigga that you don't like.
That nigga got money. It's all right. The nigga got money, and I don't like him. I mean, I've been a great judge of character. He's probably a fucking terrible guy, so I'm okay with that. You can pick shitty people over real love any day, baby. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be here one day. You're gonna run into me in the street. Now,
I ain't gonna hold you. Lori Harvey and Damson.
Leave that nigga. Leave him alone. Please leave him alone.
Bro. He gotta stop embarrassing us, bro. My nigga, he look like you see a car wreck happening, bro. That's a car wreck ready to happen. A heartbreak car wreck.
Let him be in love. Why can't be in love? Just because she's an idiot. Yo, he's in love. He is happy to be outside with his queen, and she just like, all right, I done had all these other niggas. No, that's not fucked up. Never mind. I didn't mean to say that out loud.
Got you. You
I'm gonna cut that shit out. But she been outside with Michael B. Jordan, Future, Trey Songz, had her foot on his face. Like, she had been outside. This is not her first rodeo. This might be his first bad bitch.
Yo, it's definitely his first bad bitch.
Might be his first bad bitch.
Oh, you can't say nothing.
Your first bad bitch will break. She'll have you outside crying in the rain, and it won't be raining for real. It'll be just her pouring water out the window. She will have you.
You saw that video of him. She was just. I think she was just looking at something. This nigga was just staring at her. I'm like,
she bad,
bro.
She bad. But yeah, that's his first baddie. Once you get your young men, any young listeners to the podcast, once you get your first baddie, it's gonna change your life. It possibly ruin your life. Depending on how you bounce back, you might be hopeless. You might be hopeful. I don't know, but you gotta be able to maneuver these streets. You gotta understand.
I'm telling you right now, that's gonna be his villain arc story. I'm telling you right now, yo, girls gonna be hating on you, Lori, because once you break that nigga's heart, he's gonna go on a rampage. He ain't settling down no time soon.
Over. Nah, yeah, she violated my boy. It might be clipped because
my boy is in love, and she don't look like she in that stage yet.
No. You gotta keep it real. You gotta keep. Let's not violate her. I feel like she could definitely be feeling him. At the same point, but women fall in love a lot slower than guys. Let's give them that credit. Women fall in love a lot slower than guys. A woman can love you, but not acknowledge it, or just be like, all right, cool, I feel how I feel, but I just can't tell you that because I still got my shit on the other side going on. Once a nigga in love, he gonna tell you. I'm about to say, I tell a girl I love her after like 3 months. I'll be like, yo, yeah, this shit real. I'm here with you.
Nigga, I tell her after the first date.
Wild boy. Nah, I got my pride.
You know us Haitian niggas. After that first date, I'm trying to marry you. I'm trying to move you in.
Shit, yeah. See, I'm an American single mom household, brother. I'll just be like, oh, shit.
And shit, you know, I can't stop thinking about you.
What's your Creole line that you say, just to like make them feel like you special? What you say?
Oh, mon amour. Oh, I can't live without you. Oh my, I can't stop thinking about you. I can't breathe without you.
Yeah, good. I'll be looking. See, look, your first baddie had you out here like this. You don't know if it's love. You just like, I can't believe I pulled this. Like, I was just thinking if I got you, how great it would be.
That's a fact. And I think she do like him. Don't get me wrong. I think she do like him. But not at the level. You know, whenever you date someone, you can tell someone likes the person more than the other person.
He's 26, 27. Yo, he's thinking this forever. She's thinking this is for however long she wants it to be.
That was a bar.
That is relationships. Most niggas think forever. A lot of girls say it's for however long it serves us. For however long.
Or how long is I'm entertained? Because once I'm bored.
I don't even say it's bored. Sometimes it's like you get them traumas. They pop up and you be like, all right, cool. Well, that's not it. I'm out. So I don't know, my boy. I'm rooting for my guy too. Because I ain't going to front. Rome said this the other day, so I ain't going to finish the original thought. But it's like, once he put that remember Snowfall, the last episode? Fine chocolate nigga like me can't keep a bitch. Oh, they going to bombard that nigga. I'm going to be the first one in line with that meme. Like, damn, Franklin, you fucked up.
Oh, you already know I got that crackhead meme in my head.
Yo, boy. Fine chocolate. I'm saying that shit in my head every day. Fine chocolate nigga like me can't keep a bitch. Wait a minute.
All right. Now, speaking of new love, Megan Thee Stallion. Now, this one, I got to put a question mark because even though Party Fontaine has deleted all the pictures of them, she has been spotted with European footballer.
Lukaku.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. Romelu
Lukaku.
Lukaku. Yeah. Say that again?
Lukaku.
Spotted at a wedding. So at first, when the picture first came out, niggas was defending her like, oh, y'all never been to a wedding? Maybe they just, because he signed under Rock Nation Sports. Y'all never been in a wedding or whatnot? Her and Party didn't officially announce their breakup. Well, new pictures came out of them being intimate, holding hands, and them really close and him holding the shoulders.
It's always the nigga at work. It's always the nigga at work.
You see? All that work husband shit.
Niggas just want to fuck they work while women getting a whole relations with their work husbands. They be a whole social event.
I ain't gonna hold you. I feel sorry for my nigga. My nigga, okay,
this is a toxic ass
Megan
episode.
Went through a lot of stuff, a lot of trauma. So prayers and healing for her. She a fellow Aquarius, so I'm gonna give her some love. But this nigga was catching all the smokes. He was gonna fight against the baby. He was going to fight against the Tory. Catching all smokes. Nigga tatted feminist across his belly. He was ready to die about that coochie. And I won't like to say, like I said in February, they were spotted together at her birthday dinner. So this shit is really recent. For her to pop out with La Cuckoo, I ain't gonna hold you. Yo, women up the score on the City Girls is up by 1,000.
Can't even defend your honor no more. You're still gonna leave. What I said, niggas be in it for forever, women be in it for however long it serves them. And
now she says she's focused on healing, not music. Oh, City Girls up 1,000.
That healing quarter, I just need to take time to work on myself. You working on some work, dick. It's okay. They might pop out back together in the summer, but that nigga worth more money. That nigga live in another country, so she ain't even got to see him that often. Oh man, I'm happy that
hurt your heart.
Oh, I'm feeling for my boy. They was just goals. I want a man to carry me up the stairs, like so you could leave me at the bottom flight after I put you down. Oh, this is dark. Oh,
yo,
shit.
but as a real nigga, you want okay, you don't want your girl to upgrade, but you don't want your girl to downgrade too. Like you don't want your girl to be fucking with like some bum ass nigga.
She should be right here. Where is you going? Where is you going?
I want like when your girl move on, you want her to fuck with a nigga that's like near, like in the middle. You don't want to fuck, but she fuck with a nigga up there.
I'm a ghostwriter and producer nigga. I got some money, but that's the nigga is making what 300 mil? Nope.
Bruh.
I was laughing. Somebody tweeted. They said any nigga that gets a girl that's considered out of his league is automatically sexy to women because they was like nobody. I ain't never see a girl post Lukaku anywhere, but now they call that nigga sexy. And I was like, y'all niggas is now like y'all low key right.
Yo, and also I saw this tweet is like, yo, don't be surprised. Cardi B is gonna look at lyrics that he wrote mad subliminals towards Megan. Like, she gonna...
Nigga, oh my god, prayers to Party because this, I don't know. I hear a hood nigga, so he probably done had some hood bad bitches, but that was like his mainstream bad.
Now his list is up there. He had Cash Doll. Shout out to Cash Doll.
All right, but this was Meg, and we watched Meg glow the fuck up.
Yeah, and Meg being in the gym too. She just posted a reel of her being in the gym, and she was looking She was looking righteous at that wedding too.
Yeah, nah, bro.
She was looking righteous.
Nah, bro. This track gonna be immaculate. And this is us, like we definitely cutting up. We goofing around. But at the same point, as a nigga, that shit hurt. Your girl left you and got another nigga. And he possibly better.
Guess his net worth.
400.
150.
Oh shit. That's what I want in contract. It's about to double because now that nigga's about to be everywhere. He about to be at the Met Gala and all of this. This is wild. If they come out with some, nah, that's just my friend. Oh, shoot her. Oh shit, that was dark.
This might not go well. Yo.
That was wild. I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry. I was just like, as a nigga, I went to a dark place. I'm sorry.
She over here focused on healing.
Oh, that was fucked up. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that.
That wasn't me to stop.
I really didn't mean that. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god!
I went to a really dark place. I was like, as niggas have been told, that's just your friend. Fuck out of here. I ain't never heard of that nigga before. You a lying? Never mind. All right, let's wrap this up,
bro. Party, bro. I can't even tell you anything, bro, because it's not even like who you gonna pop out with? There's no other girls.
Cardi married, Nicki married. So
Lotto got 21 Savage.
Yeah, so Weedy catching dick.
You lost. Carly Ray ain't really that.
He better go get Kylie. Nah, you know he got to get Kylie Jenner or Kendall Jenner. Which one's the rich one? The billionaire one.
Kendall.
Kylie. You better go get Kylie. You better go get Kylie. Shit, pull up with your white Kardashian.
But she with Travis though. He go.
Fuck it, Travis. He in a whole nother world. Fuck, he better get him a white girl with some billions. Go cautious.
Yeah, that's why, fellas, you don't stand by that girl. She going through us.
That was dark. See, look, you. Look, that's my girl. I'm gonna stand beside. Oh shit, here she go. God damn. Let me stand. I'm gonna stand behind her just in case she lying. Oh, this is dark.
Really about to fight the baby and Tory Lanez and anybody else who had something to say on her name just for her to pop out with a nigga with 150 M's.
He better have been cheating. He better have did some fuck shit. He might have been DM putting money on Tory books or something.
Nah, he's allowed one. He's allowed one cheat after her whole sexual history got put on that trial.
No, because that's you can't violate. Because if they wasn't together, they wasn't together. Like they wasn't. If they were just talking and she was out here just bopping and he wasn't getting none, then that's like you can't do that. But still, that was just dark because it's like
in less than 3 months, you pop out with a nigga with 150 M's. Yo, let's talk about it. Girls be trying to front like they be taking their time to heal and move on.
Ain't
and they
no
be over
healing.
here. Guys be trying to get under a lot of. Yo, girls really be moving all fast.
Yo, because as a nigga, once you get a girlfriend, you lose all your hoes. Let's be honest. You lose all your hoes.
And as a girl, once you have a boyfriend, you get all
your
the
hoes. Your hoes magnified. Your old hoes don't go nowhere. They just be like, oh, you still got that nigga? All right, cool. I'm saying, send me a selfie. They think what they can get away with. And if you let them get away with shit, they gonna be around forever. So it's never gonna be a fair trade. And as a nigga, you break up with your girl. Now you gotta take these girls on dates. They want commitment. They need to show and prove. A girl break up. Oh, come to dinner real quick. Okay. I'm not trying to do nothing.
Niggas is gonna be happy to be there.
I'm about to say, and now you getting your back blown out. Never mind. Let's go. Let's wrap this up.
Okay. Let's go to our choose one. Oh my god, this is a horrible. To Diddy, to YG, to Desert Interim, to Party Fontaine. City Boys is down. City Girls is up.
We looking like the Lakers. We got swept this episode. We really got swept as a unit. The niggas is bad.
All right. To go to our choose one scenario, Slick. This one's a little out of pocket. This one is a little out of pocket. There's a video to it, but due to time, we don't have to play the video. All right. Choose one, Slick. Mm-hmm. Would you jack off your homies or let your girl die?
I guess I'm going to a funeral. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry.
We're coming back. It's a 3-1. We're coming back.
What? Why am I touching dick? Why? What is wrong with you? Why am I touching dick?
There was a video behind it, but it's too late to play it.
Why I had to touch dick? That was wild. Especially after all the shit we just talked about that these famous women is doing. Why the fuck no? I'm gonna do that shit. You gonna leave me for a nigga making 150 M's? Bye, bitch. Like no.
Oh, I want to say this comes from the Fig community. Shout out to T-Rail, AD, Duno, and Smack. But
they said they was jerking their homies over. They said they was die. She was gonna die. What they said?
They gonna let their homegirl. They gonna let their girl die. Hey, you seen how these city girls is acting?
I'm about to say
you could die, man.
You asked me this question. Like last year or 2 years ago. I'd be like, I think about it. It was a hard thought. I was like, yeah, no, I'm not touching no dick. Because then look, she gonna leave you like, yeah, of course I love this nigga. You out there touching dicks to save lives. What the fuck? Why? Why is that a thing? Why? You left me already. Now you gonna throw this out there? What's wrong with you? I'd be furious. Oh, I'm blowing everything up.
How you gonna be the nigga like, yo, you really saved your girl and you jacked up your homies and now she with a nigga that's up 150 M's?
Nigga, you have to sit in the backseat of all car rides. You just out here touching dicks, nigga. Like, what? What? And she not even with you no more. What?
Yeah, nah. I gotta let you die, shorty. First of all, I'm not touching dick. And first of all, I'm not touching my homie's dick. That's not gonna happen.
Not touching dick. And they gonna be like, you're homophobe.
Because we can't be homies after that.
Yeah,
like, I can't look you in the eye, nigga. What the fuck?
Yeah, like, what is wrong with you? I can only get a that's never mind. I would get a new girl, but at the same point, I'm not touching
nigga, there's more girls than guys out here in this world.
If you got a twin, I'll kill your twin. Send a doppelganger.
You know how girls say you can't find a lot of girl like me? Well, that's the point. I'll find better.
I'm gonna find one to die trying.
Oh man. Let us know your thought. Would you jack up your homies or let your girl die?
Every nigga is saying as much as they love their woman, she can change her mind. She gotta go.
Well, Diddy might be okay, you know what?
See,
okay.
Normally I'm the one that be wilding when it comes to sponsors. See, look, you don't give a fuck. We just had that meeting never mind. All right. If you have any brand deals or business opportunities, please reach out to us at thismightnotworld.com. If you're feeling us, listen to our song of the week. Make sure you
might just invite them to a party. You know, you never really party with Diddy.
I'm the host with the second most slick Grayson.
Hold on. Let me do my intro. And I'm the host. Whatever. Be breezy. Whatever, nigga. Follow us on everything.
Y'all be great. We see y'all soon. We out of here.
Took out.
Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.